Good afternoon. Here we are again on Big Mom's porch. My name is Ricky Dawson. I have Mr. Daniel Parker. Um, Daniel is from originally from Sumner, Georgia. His father farmed with my father back in the day. So, Daniel, we glad to have you here on the Big Mom's porch. Kind of introduce yourself and tell about things of the past, what y'all did, you and your siblings, and then we're gonna talk about a little bit of today.
Yeah, all right. Well, first off, thank you, Ricky, for inviting me over to share and have and reminisce and have a few good memories from the old days of how things went on the farm. Definitely bring back memories. But yeah, so I'm a fourth generation agribusiness man. My father started, or actually going back, my great grandfather, granddaddy, and then my daddy. Um, my daddy farmed and interacted with Deacon Robert Dollison back in the years from times gone past. And over on our property, we did peanuts, corn, cotton. Long time ago, tobacco. Back in the days when you used to crop it. And, well, first you started out toppling and suckling,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
then doing the knocking the sand lugs off, which was my least favorite thing to
That's
do.
right.
And then you went to the cropping and then stringing on the stick and hanging in the barn and so on and so forth. But those were the good old days, you
Yes.
know.
And Daniel, the Parker family farm is approximately, give or take a few acres, somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 acres. Also, now this is what we do at Dollison Farms. Um, Daniel wanted to get it from a current agro producer perspective, and I share with him farming 2022 style and beyond. So we talk about programs, what we plant, how we plant, things to plant, things to raise, things to grow, and me and him been communicating for the last couple of 3 years, and I think I count it as an honor when Daniel comes to Dollison Farms and asks and get guidance and information, which I really share with him about our programs. Daniel, there's so many programs out there, so many. And before you just jump into something, because farming should be a pleasant, enjoyable occupation. It should be something you wake up yearning to do. But it can be a bear if you make some choices that are not so wise. You and I just talked. You've made it clear you're not a hog man, but you're a cow man. You can raise goats, and if that's even though I raise hogs and I love it, I think we should all do something that we love. And you have the experience of raising cows, so that's been something that you ought to do or ought to look at. Learn about all the programs that's offered out there, and we'll go over them at a later time. NRCS, FSA, rural development, and you had expressed some solar panels on your farm or a solar panel farm in the local area. Is that still a something you like to do?
Yeah, yeah. So one of the things I want to look at, in addition to bringing some of that old school, if you will, type farming of what we did long time ago, but also coming into the modern age,
Right.
learning about the programs from you, learning about what's going on in the USDA, learning about the current techniques and the processes, which are different now than they were. But solar panels, windmills, basically technology. I want to focus on how can we bring technology into the family farm.
Right. Right.
That's what I want to look at. You know.
Right. I I never thought I'd want a drone. I always
Mm-hmm.
talked against it, but I thought I lost a cow. Boy, I was trying to find somebody with a drone to fly this farm and go find that cow. so we it. Then I had to confess to my kids, let's get a drone.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
Dollars and Farms on a drone.
Right.
And we glad we got it. We glad we got it.
And you know the magic about that. See, in the old days, we would have got out and hoofed it around. You know,
We'd have found that cow on the foot, no matter what time of day or night it was.
That's right.
We found that cow.
But think about the amount of time that technology will save. You know, with all the things you got to do, all the hard work. You know, being able to take that drone and fly it around, you could spend not a whole lot of time doing that. So yeah.
Right. So I find myself, my kids make me eat my words. So I find myself doing what I say I don't want to do. So technology do have its place in our marketplace today. Technology really do. So any other things that, because you live in Washington D.C. now.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm in the early stages of looking at building a house back on the family farm. You know, coming back home.
Right.
Know?
Right.
So that's the initial, and like your advice, I'm gonna take it slow.
Right.
I'm gonna look into things. I ain't gonna just jump it off into stuff, but take it slow.
This episode of Big Mom's Porch is being sponsored by Warrior Creek Premium Meats. Take 15% at checkout.
Yes, Daniel, the things that you learn, the business skills that you learn in Washington, D.C., and managing people, office, or whatever you do there, you'll bring that managerial expertise to the farm. And believe me, it helps. You're going to have to learn, you'll manage money, time, people, and equipment. And that's those are the things that I don't care. It never goes away.
That's right.
It never goes away.
No matter what it is. Right?
No matter
You're
what
right.
it is.
Yeah.
Now, when you come back, even right now, you might want to take 2, 3, 5 acres and just dabble with it, just so you'll be in the system. Make sure you're in the system down at FSA and NRCS. So when you come back, you hit the ground running. You won't waste a year trying to get in the system or trying to get things ready. So that's what I, right off the bat, we suggest. And you come home enough so we can go. You know all the players down there. Just need to know that Daniel Parker is an active farmer now. Yeah. And if you're in the cow business, if you want to be in the cow business, start now. Even though you're in DC, your learning starts now. Your learning starts now. Good fencing, good water, and a lot of feed. Mm-hmm. So those are the things that I suggest right now. And we really enjoy. Anything else you want to say while we're on Big Mom's Porch?
I tell you what, it's been quite a learning experience being right here on Big Mama's Porch. You can learn a lot right here.
Right here on the porch. Right?
And I'd be willing to bet back in the day, it was a lot of gatherings right here on this porch from your ancestors and from your parents and whatnot.
Right. It was chairs all around. Chair on each side, chair right there, chair, and men just discussing. Farming.
Yeah.
Discussing how much pounds of Juana. And you know what Juana is, don't you? How much pounds of if y'all didn't know, it's a type of fertilizer, ammonium nitrate or whatever. It was something. Mm-hmm. That's what that was. So they had a name for everything, and a lot of times they had names that it was the company name, but it wasn't the product name. So anyway, but a lot of information was discussed on this porch.
I bet.
I wouldn't dare not to say your father may have sat on this porch.
Probably did. Probably did at one time or another. Yeah. I would be surprised if he didn't.
Yeah. So we at Dollars and Farms, we're gonna take care of you. We're gonna walk you through. We have many students that we teach and guide. And I'm gonna tell you something. Don't take it lightly, and don't take it for granted, because a mistake can cost you thousands of dollars. Yeah. And we want you to be successful, because when you're successful, Dollars and Farms is successful. So we here at Dollars and Farms, we thank you for being part of On Big Mom's Porch.